So as we then move out of this, we're going to be moving into the gate 40. So coming to the end of August and into the beginning of September, where the tropical wheel is going to be full on in Virgo, we're still in Leo. We're still recognizing Leo shining in the sky in the gate 40, and this is going to be quite intense, in the sense that we're going to see the energy September 1st. Uranus goes retrograde. So as Uranus starts to go into its retrograde energy, we'll see it over here. You can, if you actually, there's all these little symbols. I know it's a lot to look at on these charts, but Uranus, you can just see this little thing on the side, and then all of a sudden you see the R pop up over here on number 1 on the 1st. So from there, it goes retrograde, and of course you have it down here, September 1st to October 1st. Uranus is going retrograde. Well, where's Uranus sitting again? Smack dab on Algol. So if you wanted to remember about that, that's going to be on our last star report we did. We went into Algol. There's a lot of other amazing astrologers and beings out there that have talked a lot about Algol, but now we're gonna go like, oh, Algol in retrograde. What are we gonna do with that? How are we gonna work with that? So within this, we're gonna see here on this vibrational energy over here, the 28th, we got Mercury, and um what this vibration is, and let me see, I actually yeah, Mercury goes direct. That's what I wanted to highlight over here. So we got over here on this particular day, oh, I have it written over here on the right hand side. Mercury goes direct, and as Mercury goes direct, we're getting a relief from that. We still have a lot of other planets in retrograde, but that's gonna let go while Uranus begins to kind of kick in, and Mercury is the lower octave of Uranus. They both have that mind, long-term memory, short-term memory. Uranus is long-term memory, Mercury is short-term memory, electrical current, these kinds of things. So Mercury is just kind of handed off to Uranus in some ways. We're going to see the gate 40, the gate of aloneness, is connected to the dragons within Thuban, which we've done lots of chats about. The Draco stories, the dragon stories, the Lyran War stories. Thuban is the heart of that. And really where we are healing a lot of the balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine as the rod and the staff energies upon the earth, that are allowing both energies to have they're anchoring into the earth in its organic and eternal life flow. So the Christic flow, the eternal flow. And also Alioth, what we have here is Ursa Major in the Bears. And Alioth, this one is the mystery of forgiving, which I think that's a neat contemplation, the mystery of forgiving, like really understanding the power of forgiveness. It's quite it's intense when we really think about it. So let's look at the gate 40 of aloneness. And the gate of aloneness it's connected to the gallbladder. It's about mastering your time alone and not letting the energy of loneliness take over. And really what it says is that when you can master pulling your energy out in a way and truly be alone. And when we're alone, obviously it's impossible to be 100% alone on this planet, because even if you were alone in nature, you're still with nature, right? But nature is a neutral energy to be with. It is like a base template energy. So it is actually the perfect place to be alone. But a lot of times we'd be alone, but we're not. Our mind is busy. We're still thinking about things. We are maybe on our phone or connected to things in some way. We don't truly unplug and be in the moment, or we start to feel thoughts go to the past or go to the future, or go into the worries, or whatever the codes are within that need to really be filtered out. But that when we learn to start to let that go, we can actually start to be within this space of really having higher mind contemplation that transcends the dramas of the earth and allows us to basically come from this place of aloneness, walk down the mountain, so to speak. And when we emerge back into the dramas of the earth, or just the Maya of the earth, that we don't see it from the same place that we did before. We start to see it from higher mind. And this is really the energy of divine will, the city of divine will within here. That really, when we constantly allow ourselves to get pulled into the Maya, what we experience is exhaustion. And that learning how to surrender to really be in a place of that neutral compassionate witness allows us to be in the flow of divine will, that realizes it's not our place to fix everything. It's not our place to try to change the way things are. That when we work within divine will, that there is sometimes a level of surrender to allowing, and then there are sometimes within divine will the nudge to take action. And it's our ability to know how to read that from the energy of our heart. So that is a really powerful one to tap into.